So this last weekend we went on a backpacking trip in Salt Lake City, and it was the hardest hike we've ever done. We busted our butts to climb up this mountain, 5,000 feet elevation gain in 6 miles. It was so much fun. It was a blast. We recorded the whole thing, and we tried something a little bit different. We had never done it before. We've never actually really recorded us hiking with our backpacks. So I hooked this GoPro on my strap for my backpack, and we thought it looked okay, like the angle, when we first started out. And it turns out that angle is kind of awkward. Sometimes you can see my chin, which is weird, and it's a little shaky. But I mean, this is our first time, so we're just trying it out. But it sucks because Lindsay just opened up all of the video, and all of it from the first day from this camera is pretty much unusable because sweat from my head, it was so hot, sweat from my head got on the lens and made it all streaky, and parts of it are just like my sweat dried and there's just salt all over the lens and it's just unusable. And I didn't realize it until we got to the top, till we got to camp. So the whole first day of footage is pretty unusable. But that's alright. I think Lindsay will be able to piece enough together to make a decent video. So that's why some of this footage sucks. But luckily I figured it out once we got to camp, and so everything from once we get to camp and the next day is pretty decent. So sorry, Linz. We are in Alpine, Utah, and we're going to go backpacking. We are going up to Lake Hardy, which is all the way up there somewhere. This is our first time going backpacking, just me and Linz, so it should be fun. I'm excited. The first mile of this trail is just on this road. Kind of sucks. It's hot, it's dusty, and it's steep, but it's alright. I think it's like 6 miles up and 6 miles down, and then 5,000 feet elevation gain.
Oakley's doing the most whining of all of us. This is pretty. We think we were pretty close, although we've been saying that for a while, so I'm not sure how close we actually are. And we've been hiking for about 5.5 hours, so it did take us quite a while, but it was hot to start, so we were going slow. And this is crazy steep, so yeah, I think the dogs hate us. Are you happy, Oki? You wanna go swimming? You wanna go swimming? Do you love camping?
This is such a beautiful sight after that hike that I could cry. Oh man.
Now the fun part begins. We get to pick a campsite, set up our tent, go swimming, just relax the rest of the day. It's gonna be awesome. Now this is probably overkill, but we bought some extra guidelines and some stakes for the sides, just to make it more secure, like if it were to be really windy or something like that. So we're gonna try it out.
Oki likes it. No! Oh, it's so... Stop! It's so cold. Alright, I'm going to make some water for us with our filter. So I've actually never used this filter before. When we went backpacking with Steve and Tess in St. George, they used theirs. That was way better than chemically treating your water. But I don't really want to get, I don't think, the water from the lake. Because there's like stuff in it, I don't know. But there's a little stream over here that is fed by the lake. And I feel like it'd be better to get water from that because it's moving more than the lake is. Alright, filled up 2 of these, which is 3 liters. Right? Yeah, each of these is 1.5 liters. It's a lot of work to squeeze out from the platypus into these. It takes like maybe 4.5 platypuses or whatever to fill this, so to fill one of these. It's alright though. It tastes a lot better than using the Aquamira. I guess ideally if you're really worried about your water source you could do both.
What are you eating?
I am eating chicken fried rice with vegetables. It's pretty good. You got some rice, some peas, some carrots, some chicken in there.
I am having beef stroganoff with noodles. Not too bad.
That's not ice cream.
Ooh. Oakley only lets Ella snuggle with her if she's really, really tired or really cold. I think she's really tired. She's sleeping with her head up, but her eyes are closed. Yum. It's what the astronauts eat.
Do they know?
I don't know. I might.
It's all broken.
Squished it. What do you think of it?
I can't bite it because it feels chalky.
It is
It
chocolate.
makes me feel like that.
Mm.
Give me goosebumps. But if you suck on it, it kind of turns green.
Mm.
The freeze-dried ice cream, however, cannot compete with a Hershey's special dark chocolate bar. Sad.
Are you gonna eat that whole thing?
Why? You want some?
1 square. I gave you 1 square of mine.
I have no square to spare.
Come on.
I cannot bring myself to spare a square.
1 square.
Then where's the stop? 1 square? 2 squares?
Half a square. That square. Come on, that one's a perfectly good square. That you can spare. Thanks. So there are black bears and mountain lions up here. And although, I mean, they're not super abundant and we don't anticipate seeing one, we wanted to practice our bear hang skills. And this one is not perfect, but it is pretty darn good for the first one ever. It is in between these 2 pine trees here. And then Garrett's tying it off down there. I think it'll work just fine.
It's crazy that we can hike all the way down here and then still see the city. It's all the way down there. You might not be able to see on the camera. But we can see the lights. That's like southern Salt Lake. And we can see Utah Lake and the surrounding mountains. It's pretty.
Good morning. We didn't sleep the greatest last night. There were a few thunderstorms that rolled through. So it got pretty windy and rainy. And there was lots of lightning and thunder. The lightning was hitting the mountain top, like right behind us. It was pretty loud and it echoed for like ever. So that kept us up for a while, from like 2 to who knows when. But other than that, I guess I slept pretty good. Just pretty interrupted. But the tent held up pretty good, I think. Everything's dry, which is awesome. Lindsay is getting us some more water, and I'm gonna go see if our bear hang survived. There it is. It survived. Now I have to see if I can get it down. All right, here we go, heading out. Let's see how long it takes us to get back. These trekking poles are a lifesaver on a trail like this. Yeah. This part of the trail is the worst. We're dying. We made really good time though, coming down off the main part of the mountain. But I think we're almost to our car. Whoa, what a beautiful sight. We did it! That was the hardest hike we have ever done. It was hard. It was worth it though, I think.
I think so.
Absolutely gorgeous on top. But man, it was a hard hike.
We're tired. But it's fun.
Would you do it again?
No.
I don't think I would do it again unless I had a really good reason. But
Yeah.
I'm glad I've done it.
Me too.
It was gorgeous up there. And it was a lot of work. Great payoff for all the work it was. Thanks for living life with us today. We'll see you next time.